Welcome to the Sleazy Podcast, the podcast about anything and everything, but mostly TV and movies. And now it's time to get sleazy.
All right, welcome back, everybody. This is episode 230 of the world-renowned Sleazy Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Sleazy, and I am joined today by Mr. PBS. How you doing, buddy?
Doing okay.
I gotta get back into my favorites folder here for your for your PBS chime here. Is that better for you?
Soothing.
Yeah. And he's here. He made it after a troubling weekend of episodic stomach issues. Robzilla.
Hello.
How you doing, buddy?
Living the dream.
So we're all playing euchre last night. It was, we playing this out. Everybody comes and people started dropping out like flies.
Mm-hmm.
But, we had food. We ordered a ton of pizza, and we're in like our third or fourth game, something like that. And then all of a sudden, somebody looks up at their phone and they're like, Rob's not making it. And then the whole table starts laughing. And hold on, we got to read the whole thing. I want to play it off in my Rob voice,
Yeah.
My tum-tum hurts.
Yeah, it was close to that.
Not 5.
Guys, I can't make it. I gotta poop.
Threw up and shit.
So this was at 7:35 p.m. Rob sends us a message. So yeah, we were close to about an hour of playing by then, and I won't be able to make it. I threw up and got sick. And then, so we have two messages of obviously friends from high school. And in the other one, Levi was supposed to come. He didn't make it. So I sent a message like, "Oh, we miss you." And he said, "I miss you guys too." I said, "Rob threw up, so it's just us." Sucks.
It does.
This is just his way of, commenting. I'm still a little skeptical if these situations happen, because this is what makes me skeptical. Nope. I said, "You suck. Are you feeling better?" Nope. Non-stop shitting.
It was.
But I thought you were puking. This is Levi. Puking out of his ass. I threw up near the end of work. And shitting also.
It was.
Shitting also.
Yep.
I froed up.
And then I said, "Rob, do you have some African virus?" To which he replies, Diabetes. LOL.
I don't know if they have to worry about diabetes too much in Africa, Rob.
But I'm like,
sure there's some over
if
there.
you're shitting and if you're shitting relentlessly and throwing up, you got some Ebola virus or some shit going on, dude.
It's fucking shot.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm glad you're feeling better. Is that a pit bull on your hat?
Yeah.
I like it.
Thanks.
You are the pit bull
I try.
named Robzilla.
Do what I can.
Pitbull with diarrhea.
I know.
Yeah. The pit bull that throws up and shits at the same time. So,
Pretty much.
were you throwing up and shitting at the same
Well,
time?
I threw up because the only thing I had was a protein bar because I was hungry. I was actually getting a little hungry.
Those things aren't good for you. I don't care what anybody says. They've got all kinds of stuff in them that makes you shit.
Motherfucker, I wake up. We're dying when we wake up anyways. It doesn't matter.
You don't care if you're shitting relentlessly.
No. Well, I think I've had that kind of brand before. I never really had that issue.
Never had that issue.
No, I had it, and I was working. I'm like, I feel fucking. It started getting nauseous, and I went and threw up. Now I just felt nauseous, and my stomach getting sick. It was near the end.
Your face makes me throw up. Do you know that?
Wait, this was last night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, last night.
Trying to put the puzzle pieces together.
Merry Christmas! Dinner was full!
That was Rob out in the street.
Yeah.
It was just him not being able to make it inside the house.
Well, because wasn't the wife's birthday party on Friday?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Then
So
this
were you really just
mysterious
hungover?
Saturday illness?
I didn't. I only had one drink.
You only had one drink?
Yeah.
I don't buy that shit.
You think he was poisoned by the Laotian clan?
Yeah. By the way, people were a little offended they didn't get an invite to Tracy's 40th. I just want to throw that out there.
I didn't make the plans.
They would have. We all would have went.
I know.
I'm not saying me personally, but
well, they went to Matt's that Aeropasis, that restaurant, Mexican restaurant, because Matt loves that place.
who the fuck is Matt?
Talbot.
Oh,
Talbot. Sorry.
Who? I'm lost. Who went to the restaurant?
Well, I didn't organize the party. Her friend.
But you guys went to the restaurant that
Yeah.
Matt likes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Matt
not
likes
lost
that
anymore.
He's like, was Matt there?
Yeah, I'm like, why is Matt's name being thrown out
He
here?
would've showed up like, hey, what's up? I'll play some euchre, have some drinks.
So you didn't plan it.
No,
Did you just find out about it?
No, her friends made this whole day where they did a whole spa.
I think Rob doesn't like us.
You think Rob just saw like an old, like a week old hot dog sitting out there? He's like, I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it.
I don't know.
I don't know if I can make that.
If God, please grant me the strength I need, so I don't throw up and shit on euchre night.
Mm-hmm. I was looking forward to it, man.
Yeah, I bet you were.
I was. Fucking tired of working all the time and wanted to play some fucking euchre and get my ass beat.
Go fuck yourself.
That's my thoughts right now.
Mm.
I think there's a little I'm detecting a little dishonesty here.
You didn't hear the bubble guts just started going here like 10 minutes ago?
No, I didn't hear that.
It's like, blah, 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 blah. I was like, oh.
It's because you're not. That shit is not. There's something about that stuff that's not good for you. I mean,
That's why he's down in them breath mints.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
That shit was driving me crazy before we hit the record button. I'm literally like, so for those of you that are watching this on YouTube, we just installed a new camera.
Well, Sleazy installed it.
And there's a little latency here, and I was trying to get some settings on the camera right because it was auto-focusing, and we didn't want auto-focusing because it was literally every 30 seconds just, zooming or focusing, and it was very noticeable. But there's an actual delay, too, so we'll work on that in the coming weeks. But, Rob, I'm sitting there trying to concentrate, and I keep hearing this little crunch. It's like, eat the fucking mint already, Rob. Jesus Christ.
Once you freaked out, it's like, I'm going to eat a couple more.
Yeah, I noticed that.
That's when he starts sucking. God damn it.
I
loud enough?
might be able to tolerate the sucking noise a little bit more, but that little like crunch every so often, and it's just like a little pill. Like, show them how big is that?
That's what she said.
Not your dick, but your little.
Oh, Yahtzee.
Look at that. I mean, it's literally just a typical mint, and he's just sitting there salivating over it for a fucking half hour. It's like, eat the mint already, Jesus Christ.
Gotta savor it.
Yeah, we know you're savoring it.
Savor it.
Fucking 10 minutes, a little crunching, and like, God damn, dude.
Or like 9.
A minute, a minute tops. So
He's getting flustered now.
Like-
Oh, fuck.
that's how long it should take. Like, put it in your mouth, chew it, swallow it.
Right? Like 4 bites max, right?
It's not a fucking sucker.
How many licks does it take?
Apparently, it takes a lot for you.
It does.
God damn, dude, that drove me nuts. So, I do want to, before we get going here, I want to mention, the massive fuck ups I had during the Sleazys, and, the whole discounting Rob's memory, but I'm telling you, sometimes Rob brings you down to his level, and you're just like, it's like a spell of some sort. Like, you know what I'm talking about when you work in customer service and you deal with somebody, and you're like, suddenly you feel like you're in the situation they're in.
Yeah.
But really, it just it was my mistake.
Put a spell on you.
I forgot last year I didn't make Instagram photos of the winners because I wanted people to listen instead of relying on us to just tell them. And when I was scrolling through the Instagram to find the previous winners, it was the prior year. So it was 2 years ago. And that's where I got the best actor wrong or whatever. And it's funny, I remembered some of them, but I didn't remember that one. And I totally forgot about that whole conversation where Rob just wooed us over on the best actor nod there. But, yeah, so my apologies, my friend.
It's okay, baby.
I admit when I mess up. I don't just sit there and hope somebody fixes the problem for me. But don't worry, Sleazy will fix it.
He fixes all.
sorry about messing up, guys. I just got done shitting and vomiting.
Have you ever done that at the same time?
I think when I was younger.
Yeah, I have when I was younger before.
Yeah.
Threw up and had the shits at the same time. I was like, what the fuck?
Thank God you're next to the tub.
Yeah, like normally your toilet is like
Right there.
right across from the tub or right across from the sink. So, you know, you can slightly like lean up and still not projectile shoot on the ground or anything of that nature.
The worst when you're throwing up and it comes out of the nose too.
Oh yeah,
that's the worst.
That's the worst, dude. Throwing up in general just sucks.
Get that dry heat thing, like you see the vomit, like, oh, I get more sick.
Yeah. Then your ribs are like sore for a couple of days from
Fucking
puking.
backs hurt.
Yeah, it's just not a good experience, you know.
Not a good look.
Yeah.
It never gets old.
But yeah, there was something else I wanted to mention, but I can't remember now. So I think it's just gonna get, you know, it'll be like 2 weeks from now. I'm like, that's what I wanted to talk about.
I forgot about that.
Totally fucking forgot about it, man. But I think we got a good show for you. Yeah, obviously, our listeners will be the determinees of that. We're going to talk about current events, Artemis II, maybe some Iran, then some articles. So it's kind of like crazy news and current events kind of mixed in together.
Crazy world.
Zilla's Tubi pick will be on there. Then we'll go into Whatchu Watchin, and PBS and we will talk about Project Hail Mary because we just haven't had time we couldn't talk about it last time because we were doing the Sleazys. So this is the next available slot to kind of talk about that. Slot, not slut, by the way.
Slut.
But yeah, so we have just witnessed, I wouldn't say history, but definitely a significant achievement in the space program again. You know, for years, people have been calling NASA full of shit because they don't understand what they're talking about when they say we don't have the technology to go back to the moon. Like they didn't realize like the shuttles were only meant to be in low orbit. And
You know, I heard somebody describe it one time. There was some company a couple of years ago that like they made cameras, or they used to make cameras, and they didn't understand like you just can't go back to making a camera because you have things like assembly line setup, you have specialized equipment. Sometimes you have stuff that only you make.
Right.
And once they tore those down and went to like all digital or whatever, like it's gone. You got to basically start from zero again. So like when you say something like we lost the technology, it's just we tore it down, we got rid of it.
Yeah.
And you got to get it all back sometimes.
Yeah, but and it's like, well, they threw away all the original tapes and yada yada yada. But so I don't know if so you have highlights of the splashdown in here.
Yeah, I just picked an article I found just to.
Is there like a hold on a second? Let's go to Google. I'm waiting for like AI to make you like a whole news segment based on what you want to know about. Like that'll be kind of cool. Okay. So, Artemis II successfully launched on April 1st, 2026. That was another big issue. People were like, they're fucking with us massively. They're launching it on April Fool's Day. And it's just like, come on, people. Like
We fucking five here.
yeah. Hey, Google just did it. It gave me stop listening. That just kind of got on there on my phone. But anyways, so it pulled together key Artemis II mission milestones for 2026. The launch was April 1st at 6:35 p.m. Eastern Time from Kennedy Space Center, Pad 39B, in case you needed to know that exact information, Rob. Translunar injection was between April 1st and 2nd, setting the path to the moon, which, and people don't realize this. They think like when they launch the shuttles up there, like they just go straight to it, but actually it orbited Earth and then it shot around Earth and went to the moon, if I'm right?
It's funny because I saw some animations probably on TikTok or something, and you have to realize that, you know, the shuttle comes up and it kind of like goes around the Earth and then goes out to the moon. But at the same time as it's doing that, the moon's moving. So the moon's
Yeah.
like, they got to know where to go to hit the moon. And when I saw that, I hadn't quite thought about it visually like that. I'm like, oh, okay, that's pretty crazy.
Isn't it amazing, like all the math that is required just to get us on the right path?
Right.
Because everything is moving, and people don't realize that. Like these fucking idiots that sit here and say all this shit is fake, they have no idea the level of intelligence that is involved just to get us, even thinking about doing this stuff. And then the level of intelligence that it takes to build it and then test it, then actually get people up there safe and back home. There are so many people working on this shit, and they think it's just like 2 or 3 people.
You got the flat earthers.
Oh my god!
And you want to be like, do you understand like the physics and dynamics of like a round Earth versus a flat Earth, and how that wouldn't make sense, and how all these things would have to be different. You're not lying about one thing. You're lying about like everything.
It really is. It's astonishing that people still they don't just question whether it's real. They full on denies this shit. Like they think they're being, they're pulling the biggest prank on everybody, and this isn't possible at all. Like it's crazy. Like where the fuck where's the shuttle or the spacecraft going when they send it up into space?
Well, what happened is they give you some kind of bullshit like.
Have you seen people talking about how the shuttle levels out and curves? They're like, oh, it went down in the ocean, and it's like you're idiotic.
If it did that, you could follow it, right?
Right. They couldn't some fisherman out on the boat
Right.
oh look, there's the fucking Artemis II.
Well,
And, especially if the Earth's flat, you can see the whole way.
And then they there's the zip line that they have from the shuttle on the launch pad, and some people were pointing that out. They're like, see, they zip line before it took off. Like this is all a system here, people. Like you don't know what you're talking about. You're out of your depth here.
You can
element, Dan.
And I say that from somebody that's out of their depth all the time. So
you can go to the Kennedy Space Center and do a bus tour and see those places. Their building's right there. It's not like
that's what they when the astronauts got back and they were able to talk to reporters or whatever, they were like, so what do you have to say to people that are denying that you went to around the moon? And he was like, the commander, he was like, well, go to the Kennedy Space Center and take a tour. You can look at moon rocks and all that, which there is, they gave, what was it? They gave one of the world leaders a fake moon rock or something
there's
like that.
some story about that.
Yeah, there's something like that. Like there's all these little stories and people pick it up and they think because that has been told that everything is fake.
Right.
And it's like, that's not enough to constitute what you're trying to get through here.
Yeah.
But, okay. So, proximity operations, initial close-up testing of the Orion spacecraft in high orbit. Then there was the lunar flyby, April 5th through 6th, orbiting the moon on a free return trajectory. Then the return trip took approximately 3 to 4 days to get back to Earth. Re-entry and splashdown was April 10th, 2026, roughly at 8:07 p.m. Eastern Time. Mission timeline highlights, obviously, day 1 was launch, orbital checkouts. Day 2, April 2nd, was translunar injection maneuver. Days 3 and 5 was the journey to the moon. So that's April 3rd through the 5th. Day 6, April 6th, was the far side lunar flyby, photographing the cratered surface. By the way, did you see they took a Nikon, was it like a Z9 up there to take the pictures?
I didn't see what camera it was, but
Yeah, it was. They had a Nikon. Then I think they had another one too. Mm-hmm. April 10th, service modular separation at 8:07 p.m. Eastern Time, splashdown. I would have liked to have seen I didn't watch any of the re-entry. I was busy doing something, but I would have liked to have seen the cameras and shit going.
Yeah, I was watching it on YouTube or whatever.
Yeah, it looked like it's always funny. It's so amazing they survive re-entry because that thing is burnt the fuck up when it comes back in.
I mean, well, it's all dangerous, but that's one of the most dangerous times.
Yeah, well, I mean, look what happened to what was it? The one shuttle that blew up.
Was it Columbia?
Yeah, I think it was Columbia.
Well, they even when they were
Challenger was the one in the 80s, right? That blew up on takeoffs, and Columbia was re-entry.
Yeah, even when they were testing this like this year or last year, or whatever, they had some kind of issue with the heat shield they had to work out. They had to end up like changing how they do their re-entry trajectory or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, Challenger was 86 and Columbia was 2003.
That's another thing. And people were like, the conspiracy theorists on like TikTok, they were like, look at this lady astronaut. She looks almost like the one that died in the Challenger. It's like, shut the fuck up.
It's like, you know, there's a lot of people out there who look almost like somebody.
Yeah. Well, have you seen like the conspiracy theories around the Challenger? Like some of them are interesting, where they say like they faked it and those people are living
alive somewhere. Yeah.
And some of those people look just like them, and it's a coincidence, if anything. I think like that's pretty hard to fake blowing up people. You know, I mean it's doable, obviously, but
if you're gonna do that, just take them out back and shoot them.
Yeah, right. Like,
it's a little lot cheaper, I would say.
Okay, so let's go to. I just want to see what we can find here. Let's type in.
Well, yeah, part of this was because of the way they slingshot around the moon. This is the farthest that a human has ever been from the Earth.
Yeah, I saw they beat Apollo 13's record.
Yep.
I had to watch Apollo 13, by the way.
I saw you watch that.
Yeah.
I love that one.
Such a great movie. Okay. Yeah, look at these people, dude. They're so full of shit, man.
Artemis II is completely fake. The truth is, the moment the rocket launched, the astronauts were already back on the ground. Everything you see in the videos, floating in zero gravity, walking in space, even the shaky helmets, is just green screen effects. Look closely, and the truth is shocking. Keycap 1, the astronauts' movements are stiff and unnatural. The so-called zero gravity effect is totally staged, and sharp-eyed viewers have already spotted hidden secrets in the props and setups. Keycap 2, the iPad, doesn't float at all. Every floating moment, every zero gravity scene is a visual illusion, completely manufactured for the camera. Keycap 3, even the splashdown footage looks like it was shot with a 1998 camcorder. Think about it. NASA can capture high-resolution images from 240,000 miles away in space, yet their return to Earth video looks like a decades-old recording. It makes no sense. From the moon to deep space and back to Earth, the entire mission was packaged as a spectacular human achievement, but in reality, it was just a green screen show, a carefully orchestrated performance designed to fool everyone. NASA's historic Artemis II mission may have never really left the ground. Artemis II is complete.
The funny thing is, you know, they can take those photos because it's an astronaut taking a photo right there.
Yeah.
But the camera that was doing the splashdown, it's mounted on like a fucking helicopter.
Yeah, it's not the same.
It's not
the same lens. It's not the same.
It has to be far away so it doesn't disturb all that stuff.
And people don't understand. It's like when people talk about like pictures of UFOs and stuff, and they're like, "Why is it all fuzzy?" And it's like, well, you do realize your smartphone isn't capable of taking a clear picture that far away, and most of it is kind of like AI putting it back together and you know, stabilizing the image. But people are just, they're so fucking dumb. There was this one lady, what did I put in to find her? Let's do. I really wanted to see this one lady. She was, here's one of them.
Oh yeah.
If you believe we're sending a rocket to go around the moon, time to grow up. You're not a child anymore.
And if you believe in a genocidal sky fairy, it's time for you to grow up. You're not a child anymore. Now, which one of these things is fantasy?
So did she do a... see, I hate when people stitch and they don't put the original photo on there, or account, I mean.
Sometimes it's because people won't let them stitch. But I sent you that same one, but it just zooms in on the cross on her bio and goes, fuck!
So let me get this straight.
I saw this
you
lady
still
too.
believe these people are in outer space right now, heading to go around the moon?
I mean, yeah, I kind of believe it, but I guess there's things I don't understand, and you have a jar of milk, which definitely builds ethos with certain audiences.
Yeah, I mean, I got to say something here.
Raw milk, baby.
Who takes advice from somebody drinking a fucking giant thing of milk? An adult at that. Like, what adult drinks a giant glass of milk like that? Like, at a certain point, don't we all kind of gravitate away from milk the older we get? I mean, I know there's some people that love it, but that, I just saw that. I was like, that's kind of disgusting.
Like the guy in the video said, it's 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 a prop.
Yeah, just to kind of get on your nerves.
For your fellow JFK files stands.
I'm trying to look. I want to find those. Man, I don't see any more of that. That would have been great, though. Oh, yeah, I don't see any more. Oh, here we go. Is this... Oh, this is a response incoming. Let's see if she'll...
So let me get this straight. You think this is a real picture of Earth taken by the Artemis crew in outer space?
I believe it beyond a shadow of a doubt, but let's hear what you got to say.
He's going to let her talk.
Historic photos of Earth taken by NASA, and when you zoom in on these photos, you can find some interesting things, like the exact same cloud formations, almost as if they are copied and pasted in Photoshop.
Being that clouds are made up of water vapor, I'm sure they'll follow a regular pattern of the jet stream.
But I'm sure that is not the case, because our government would never lie to us, and space is totally real. Let me know what you think.
I think whatever you got in that jar you had way too much of. I don't think the government needs to lie to anyone, being that most people go into debt to live a lie for others to believe about them. With all due respect, if you have kids, please do not help them with their homework.
So let me get this.
Like, with all due respect, if you're planning on having kids, do not have kids. Oh my God, dude. People are just so idiotic, man.
It's like, you mean there's a jet stream that the same water vapor and clouds follow, like on a daily to yearly basis? Oh, there's a water cycle.
You all right over there?
No.
What's the matter?
I feel like I'm getting sick.
Oh, dude, are you going to get sick? If you have to leave, you can leave. Don't tough it out over here. I feel bad now for fucking with him.
I'll be back.
All right, you do that. If you got to leave, leave, dude.
You can't leave. I'm behind him.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm like, oh, yeah. Maybe he shit it out. You know? No, poor Rob, man.
Poor bastard.
He's suffering with that.
You think this?
That Monjoro.
He probably had
whatever
some of
he's
that,
taking.
Probably had some of that raw milk that lady was drinking.
Yeah, probably. So, all right. But yeah, these people, they're in full fucking denial here. And what is it going to take to get these people to believe? Like, they're just lost.
We need to kidnap them, throw them on the shuttle next time.
They really should. They should just have a program to send these people up.
Yeah, like, here you go, you're on it now.
Yeah, why doesn't Jeff Bezos do that with his little?
Oh, it's not the same thing.
Like, he wants money. You know what I mean? Like, we want these people to be unequivocally, taught that they're wrong.
Right.
But man, I feel like this kind of sucks. We lost Rob. The heart of the show's gone. Wouldn't be the first time though.
He's still here with us, upstairs, thrown up or something.
Yeah, whatever he's doing. Man, that just makes you like think like, do I really want to take any of those GLP-1s?
I'm sure they're helpful, but I
don't want to be sick like that the whole time. You know.
I'm going to need a few more years of research on it.
Like, eventually they'll be able to like fix the compound to where it doesn't make you nauseous or something, you know? It's like, we're living in an era where there's designer drugs now. Like, let's fix it.
I feel like it's not something I'd want to be on long.
No,
like,
definitely
I'd want to lose the weight and then find a diet or something to keep it off.
Yeah, they say people that go off it just gain the weight back. Yeah. And that's a travesty right there. Yeah. But okay, Iran war update.
But yeah, I just, I hate to feel optimistic.
Yeah.
But yeah, like this I don't there is like this other side where people have been replaying. There's a poem, I think it was from Gil Scott Heron, called Whitey's on the Moon, that came out in the 60s when the Apollo mission went up. And it was this poem sort of about how we're spending all this money to do these space things, and we still got all these problems down here. And I think that's, it's a worthwhile conversation, but as Americans, we should be doing both. We can very easily, if we wanted to, take care of the people in our country and do space stuff, because just the amount of like inventions and information we've gained from this.
Well, yeah,
it's incredible.
And people act like the NASA's budget is equivalent to that of the Pentagon.
Right.
And
somebody said it's 1%.
It's 1% of our budget, and that's like the total budget for the country. Like not, compared to
right.
I'm pretty sure it's not compared to the military budget, but overall budget. So we're spending 1% of our budget on this, and in actuality, it probably needs to be like 40% of our budget. Because
I don't know if it needs to be that much, but it definitely needs to be up there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we can't stay here forever.
Right.
That's a fact. Like eventually, something is going to take us out.
Right.
Whether it's the sun, asteroid, or some other cataclysm that the Earth causes, which we know, we know is happening. We know that there was some sort of great flood or of some kind. Like it, we got to figure this shit out. We've got to become a multi-planetary species somehow. But I'm with Elon on some of this stuff. Like let's just fucking nuke Mars and see if we can get an atmosphere going there.
I don't know about that, but we'll segue to the orange moron with this. But Trump cut NASA's budget.
Yeah,
he did prioritize the Artemis stuff, but he still cut the budget.
You all right? Yeah. Okay. We were wondering if you were going to see that. Does the mint make you feel better? Because if it does, you can have the mint. I won't yell at you.
No, it's all right. Musk ain't doing shit. He's fucking stupid.
That was it, jump right in the comment. Musk ain't doing shit.
We can go to Mars in 2 years. Motherfucker, we ain't.
Well, even he's
kind of conceded on the Mars for at least the short term achieving.
Are we not surprised by that?
No, because the government is going another direction and he wants to go to Mars, but they're like, let's colonize the moon first.
Oh, and again, a mission to Mars is a long-term project. And in America, we don't like thinking long-term. We're like a quarterly financial assets country.
Yeah. Okay, so here is, I figured we would share this on here just to kind of get it out of the way. So this is from NASA.gov, in case some of you are wondering if these are fake or AI. They're not. Look at that. Isn't that a brilliant picture? Mm-hmm. That's the dark side of the moon, obviously. And, this is where all the people say there's like buildings and shit like that, all the conspiracy theories. I'm like not into that, But I love conspiracy theories, but some shit you got to be like, that's just too crazy. Like it's not doable.
Well, according to Indigo Swan, the aliens are in the moon.
Yeah, when he remote viewed the moon, and he said they kicked him out.
Yeah, they said they could see
because he could remote view or astral project himself or some shit like that, and he said like there was beings there, and they noticed him, and they were like, get the fuck out of here. But yeah, so look at all these cool pictures, man. Just beautiful. And then what did they name one of the craters after one of the guy's wife?
Carol or something like that.
Yeah, his wife that had died years ago. Oh, that's the only pictures they have on here? That's kind of lame. Only got 2?
You got to click the arrows down there.
Is there arrow? Oh, yeah, there is. Sorry. Good call. Wow, what a brilliant picture, though. And I was listening to them when they were on the flyby or whatever, where they were observing. And I guess they put like a special blue mat over the windows to avoid the reflections. I thought that was like really fucking cool. But I'm into photos and stuff. So, wow, look at that crater, dude. And I guess they also said that they observed meteors hitting the moon. Like there was these little fire sparks or whatever from where they hit the ground and blow up. But wow. It's just amazing. Like, how do you not be amazed, like, looking at this shit? Like, I feel bad for the person that looks at this and they're like, fake.
Right.
Fake.
I don't feel bad for them because they're stupid.
And then, I saw where somebody was like, oh, wow, look at that picture. Just breathtaking, man. Then you see the stars. Oh, beautiful.
Makes me want to watch Interstellar.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
The black hole.
Look, there's a UFO. Wow, look at that. I mean, I saw where somebody saw the Earth picture, which I don't know if we're going to get through. But the picture they took of the Earth, somebody was like, "Where's all the 40,000 satellites that they have?" And it's like, you can't comprehend that the satellite, like how many miles away they are. Like that would be like trying to spot a penny down the street. Like
somebody had a picture of like a forest, and they said, "Where's all the ants? There's supposed to be billions of them."
I saw that one. Yeah.
Like people are just so fucking stupid. They don't think before they say some of these things.
Like when a picture of the city's like, well, where's all the people at?
Yeah, I think we're just kind of going back. Yeah, we've seen all these before. Just like that is just so fucking beautiful right there. Crazy. Like this is really an achievement. And especially for all the people that talk shit and they were like they don't even have that technology. It's impossible because they never had it. Yeah. And it's like, well, they just fucking did it. And, what do you fucking people want? Short from you getting flown up there, which none of them will ever do. But
you don't make enough money.
There really should be like a publicly funded thing that, people that are science-minded all contribute to, and they just fly a flat earther up every year until there's none of them left.
I'd be happy. I'd be happy with my tax dollars going to that.
But then they would come back and they were like, "You staged it all somehow. I don't believe I was really in space."
And then you shoot them. It's too fucking stupid. It could be saved.
I mean, at some point, I don't know, man. I feel like those people are a much needed experience of life. Like this is why you need to educate yourself so you don't end up like that person.
And this is why we need to have the purge.
And I don't know, but I'm not going to go that far. But
I will.
You remember what I told you about your little violent Reddit?
Hey,
it's the exhibit, whatever ZZZ in America's continuing mental health crisis.
It really is, dude. And it's like some of these people are smart people that come off and say this shit.
Yeah.
Like they're college educated and
that's more shocking.
They have good jobs. They're part of society, and then they come out here and they tell you, we never went to the moon. And Artemis was all fake, and Apollo was fake. What are you not getting here? And it's like, we can go to a telescope and look on the moon and see some of this shit. And they're like, nah. Well, why didn't the Russians go? Because there's no point in them going. They got beat at it,
because their entire government collapsed.
Yeah, they're not funded like we are. Like
that might be a problem.
I do think the Chinese will eventually get to the moon.
Oh, they will.
But they're definitely behind now. Like they're not.
They sent that probe or something to the moon.
Yeah, they landed on India landed something on the moon too, didn't they?
Don't recall.
I think they
Wouldn't surprise me.
They landed like a probe too, or something like that. But yeah, it's heartbreaking seeing people deny this shit, and it's like, what more proof do you want?
It's only kind of amazing.
Yeah, it's only kind of amazing.
That was Gene Roddenberry used to say. There's some quote about how he hates conspiracy theories about like aliens building the pyramids because no, humans did that. We're smart and capable, and we can figure these things out.
I'm one of those people where I'm a little skeptical about how they built the pyramids. Mm-hmm. Like I know, like I've listened to like Graham Hancock and stuff like that, and a lot of people seem to think that it could have been human, but a lost, more advanced civilization, and obviously they just found it and took over the place or whatever, the Egyptians, anyways. But it seems a little like when you watch how the pyramids or how they think the pyramids were made, like that stone was miles away, and I mean it would take years. And we're not talking like 10 or 20 years to build this stuff. And then the ramps they built, like where did those go? Like, because it's built out of dirt, right?
I think that's
because they built these ramps and they're like miles long to get up, to get the stones up there.
Well, then you have to calculate it's how perfect these pyramids were.
Well, I mean, I can accept that because these people didn't have distractions back in the day.
That's what you could do when you don't have TikTok.
Yeah, I mean, they studied mathematics all day long. I mean, that's really doable and believable.
You don't
we
have
conquer the universe. If it wasn't for TikTok.
They may have been like gullible when it came to like religion and thinking like asteroids were gods and stuff like that, or meteors. But I mean, the people had all day to like learn mathematics and whatever reading they had back then.
It's what you have when you put your mind to it. You only have one job, Rob.
Yeah. Yeah. Put all your focus into geometry so you can build a pyramid outside my house. And we could charge people to come in it.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So you were correct. So India did land a probe on the moon August 23rd of 23. It was the Chandran 3. It was operated by the Indian Space Research Organization, August 23rd, 1804 local time, and it was near the South region, which is a challenging area holding potential water ice.
Okay. What did you think about the crew? Commander Reed Wiseman. This was the guy that he's a single dad, and I was kind of thinking, like, you selfish fuck, leaving your kids here. Like, what if something happens and you leave these kids orphaned? But
he didn't leave them.
At least Dad went to the moon.
That's what Terry son.
Victor Glover was the pilot, which, I mean, really, that's all computerized now, right? I think he might have done the injection to get him to the moon. Christina Koch, is that how you say her name?
Probably.
Yeah, whatever. I gotta say, this haircut doesn't do her any justice. Like, she's actually really cute. I was watching her on the thing, and I was like, the long curly hair just suits her.
Yeah,
she looks like an angry gym teacher in that picture.
And Jeremy Hansen, he kind of just looks like your typical all-American astronaut, doesn't he? Which one's from Canada? Do you know?
I don't remember if it was Glover or not.
I'm too lazy to click on the bio. Rob, you can figure that out for me, can you? But yeah, I mean, it's really spectacular. And now the next mission is to get people on the moon instead of flying by, right?
Well, the next mission is Artemis 3 is going to be like a docking mission.
Okay.
To see if they can dock with like the SpaceX stuff or whatever.
Okay.
That's Artemis 3. Artemis 4.
But the next big thing is going to be landing on the moon, right?
Artemis 4 will be landing on the moon, I think.
In 2027?
Well, Artemis 3 is going to be 2027. I'm not sure yet.
So
Jeremy Hansen is Canadian.
Okay.
He's a Canadian.
He's the mission specialist.
Yep, astronaut. Yep.
And then they had the whole thing with the toilet. That was hilarious. The toilet broke, and they said it was like had a stench to it.
Nope.
So, but yeah, I mean, this was entertaining watching all this. Like, there was a couple days where we were like sharing the links, and we were like, "It's getting ready to take off. We got to watch it." So, and that's cool. I will say, like, can we not get a camera in the cockpit while these people are going up? Like, that was a big complaint of mine during the launch. Like,
surely they can get a few more nicer angles. I know.
Yeah, I want to see
it's not the priority, but
yeah. Well, come on now. We've got to put every angle we can to get these people to shut the fuck up about being fake or not.
Right.
Like that right there. I knew somebody was going to say something about that. Like, we can't see them, so it's fake.
Right.
And it's like, just shut the fuck up, man.
Yeah, Artemis 4 will be scheduled for early 2028.
Okay.
And they're going to be in the South Pole region for about a week.
Because I saw where they were saying, like, worst case scenario, we go to the moon by 2030. So, and that's if we haven't blown everything up here, which that's a whole nother thing here, leading into our next thing here. What's going on with Iran? I mean, we had the 2-week ceasefire. A lot has happened since we last recorded. You know, we were starting a world war, and
I mean, we defeated them, and all of a sudden we're in talks.
Oh, I know. It's ridiculous.
I'm like,
it's ridiculous, the gaslighting that this administration, like, and they work hard to do it too. Like, I mean, they actively like try to make you feel like an idiot if you question them.
Yeah.
But
we're winning.
Yeah.
We're winning.
So, I mean, have you heard anything? Like, what's the
most recent,
should we ask Gemini?
Yeah, ask Gemini. I'll say the most recent one was JD Vance went over there for like 24 hours, and then he's like, "Oh, we didn't make a deal." But
shockingly,
but the president's at UFC and shit blowing Dana White.
Yeah, I saw where he was at UFC last night or whatever,
causing wars. But I'm gonna watch the fights.
I'm sorry, but you're the president of the United States. You've got people that are dying for this cause. On both sides. Like, you owe it to people to be in the office working. Like, you should not be going to a red carpet event or a fight.
I like watching two men duke it out. Two sweaty men.
The funny thing too was the UFC fighter Kobe Covington based his whole personality, and they didn't invite him to the main car at the White House. He's like, I just feel disrespected because they don't fucking care about you, dude. That's why.
Hey, Gemini, what's the latest on the war in Iran?
It's a shit show. That's what it is.
I can see why you feel that way. The conflict in Iran is really complex with tons of information, conflicting views, and huge geopolitical impacts. Is there something specific you wanted to discuss about it?
I want to know the updates. I'm sorry that my buddy injected his thoughts on the question.
No worries. I understand. Right now, there's a fragile ceasefire between the U.S. and Iran that started on April 8th, but things are still pretty tense. Diplomatic talks are happening in Islamabad, but there hasn't been a lot of progress, and there's fighting still going on in Lebanon. Also, passage through the Strait of Hormuz is still disrupted. Is there anything specific you'd like to know more about?
I just really want to know an update, and I think you've provided some of that. Did Israel violate the ceasefire?
Well, that's part of the confusion. Iran.
Go ahead. Keep talking.
Iran claims that Lebanon was part of the agreement. So they see Israel's strikes as a violation. But Israel and the U.S. contend that Lebanon was not part of the deal. So they're operating under different understandings. Does that make sense?
Is there any proof that Lebanon was part of the original ceasefire deal and that the U.S. and Israel are kind of just ignoring it?
That's the tricky part. Some reports.
Keep going.
Sorry about some reports, like from CBS, said diplomatic sources indicated Lebanon was initially included and that Pakistan, which was mediating, publicly stated it was. However, the U.S. and Israel have both said that Lebanon was not part of the agreement, calling it a misunderstanding. So there isn't one publicly agreed upon document. Is there something specific you were hoping to find out about that?
Is J.D. Vance still doing negotiations?
He was leading the U.S. delegation in Islamabad, but just today, April 12th, he announced that the talks failed and he's left the country. He mentioned that the biggest sticking point was an agreement on Iran's nuclear program. Is there anything specific about his role you were curious about?
No.
Okay. In that case, do you want to hear more about the breakdown of the talks or something else related to the conflict?
Oh, by the way, did Netanyahu threaten Spain? And why did he threaten Spain?
Yes, Prime Minister Netanyahu did give a warning to Spain, labeling their actions anti-Israel. It seems he's upset about Spain's strong criticism of the war in Iran, and especially their decision to close Spanish airspace to U.S. military planes. There was also an incident where an effigy of him was blown up in a Spanish town, which the Israeli government condemned. Does that give you a better picture?
It sure does. Thank you so much for your time today, Gemini.
You're very welcome. Glad I could help. Feel free to ask.
By the way, what happened to your Australian accent?
Well, sometimes I play around with different voices, but this is my standard one. Were you wanting me to speak with an Australian accent for a bit?
Yes, I was.
No worries. I can certainly try.
Thank you.
What's on your...
She's like, I like the role play.
I saw the video of him threatening Spain. I'm like, what the fuck did Spain do to Israel? And it's like, that's the thing. These people are so, like, he's so bloodthirsty right now. And you're like, come on, dude. What do you want? Do you want the entire Middle East now? Like,
Yeah.
How about you're the problem?
It's called Greater Israel.
And then you see what they did to Lebanon right now. It's like, I'm confused. Like, what did Lebanon do?
Nothing.
Well, Lebanon did nothing, but that's where Hezbollah is.
Right. And they're not just like attacking military installations or they're blowing up apartment buildings.
Those kindergartners had it coming.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, dude. And listen, I get why people are so staunch about defending Israel, but at some point we've got to put these people in check. Like, these are war crimes going on. Like, if Iraq was doing this, we would have went in and massacred everybody in Iraq.
Yep.
And because Israel's our ally or whatever, and they've got this huge influence over the United States and politicians and media, like they're just letting them get away, and the rest of the world is just scared to get in on this.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's what do you do though? Like China's, I guess they're sending anti-air defense systems to Iran. So, I mean, I think Iran's kind of held their ground. Like they, to me, it seems like they're winning.
Well, you know, somebody I've keep listening to the guy I told you about, John Mearsheimer, and other people, but the consensus from the evidence seems to be that the president was misled about this operation, and supposedly, like his two big guys in the Middle East are his son-in-law
Jared Kushner
and Witkoff. I forget what Witkoff's actual position is, but basically they're so pro-Israeli that other people have basically called them Israeli assets. And the thinking is that they basically convinced him that he could go in and do this, and Iran would just roll over after a couple of days or a week.
Yeah, and it's not happening.
Done with it.
Like they straight up, and you listen to like any analyst that's an expert in like Iran or the Middle East, and they're like, the number one thing Iran would do was going to be to close the Strait of Hormuz down.
It's
they were going to cripple the global economy one way or the other.
It's kind of funny, but you know, you think like Trump's like chiefs of not the chief of staff exactly, but the generals, like his during his first administration was Mad Dog. What was his name? Shoot, Mad Dog Mattis.
Yeah,
and now it's Raising Cain. Like these are supposed to be like hell raising, kill them all people, and they're like the smartest, calmest people in the room.
Yeah.
Like if you watch any of these like press briefings with Hegseth, like Cain is always the one trying to keep it like nonpartisan, non-political, and just talk about the mission. And
the whole Christianity thing.
Cain was against it. Like all these people that had half a brain were like, this is a bad idea. And Trump went with it anyway. So the question sort of becomes is, who's he going to blame? Because it seems like Israel sold him this. Between Netanyahu and Kushner and all these people.
It's Biden's fault.
Well, but like, is he going to, you know, he's already kind of blaming like our allies, the UK, for not coming to help, which they shouldn't have because, you know, an illegal offensive war. But like the question is he going to turn on Netanyahu at some point and be like, Bibi, you really sold me up the creek and fucked me in the ass. So like, what do you...
Yeah, he really did, and it's just crazy.
And they even suspect that even like this is really bad for Israel because supposedly it's not going as good in Lebanon as they would have thought, and they've been censoring information, I think, coming in and out of Israel, so we don't know really how effective Iran strikes have been inside Israel.
Yeah, I just feel like they got the Christian fanatics in office. And Bibi was like, we can do that. We can talk them into it. We can talk them into it. Like if we talk them into this apocalyptic war, they'll think they're going to heaven, and you can we'll get what we want.
I know you've seen at least some of the clips of like Netanyahu going back like 40 years, like Iran's going to have a nuke next week or next year.
Yeah. I heard that he had tried with the previous, like, what was it, past 4 presidents?
Something like that.
And they were all kind of like, no.
Trump's the only dumb one to bite. Like even Biden, like, everybody says like Biden is like a Zionist, like they say, you know, like he just did it for the love of the game. He just loved Israel and Jewish people, so he was in it, and even he wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
So you know, somebody really got in Trump's ear and told him this was a good idea, and it's just like a major military blunder. Like maybe some people are talking about like it might be the biggest blunder in our lifetime.
Oh yeah, definitely in our lifetimes.
And you think
for sure?
You think like the 20-year war on terror in the Middle East, that was a pretty big quagmire. And here, like, you know, he keeps doing the thing with you know, Obama gave him $1 billion or whatever.
And you gave him 6? Is that right?
Well, he gave him, you know, Obama gave him their money back,
right?
That it was theirs. But now, like, Iran is moving their oil through the Strait of Hormuz. They're getting money for that. If they come out of this negotiations, they want like a toll per barrel of oil.
They want $1 per gallon.
Yeah. I've heard it was up to like $2 million to.
So
well, I mean, think of how many
how
many barrels that a tanker would go through. They want $1 for each gallon.
So if they get that, just how much money did Donald Trump just give Iran?
Yeah, he just created a new superpower.
You know? And You mentioned Witkoff, so his role was a special envoy to the Middle East. Yeah. So peace envoy is what he's known for.
All right, we got to move on. We got to get these last two articles in pretty quickly here. Okay, so this one comes from Fortune.com. This was big news this week. And if any of you had any doubt that greedflation was not a thing, I think this proves that it was. Doritos prices jumped 50% in 4 years, and PepsiCo waited until it lost billions to do anything about it. People aren't buying fucking Doritos anymore, including me. I love some fucking Doritos. I'm a slut for Doritos.
You got to get me one every now and again. Have you tried any of the naked ones?
No, I haven't. Is that the
like less dyes and?
Oh yeah, where they've changed them. I've seen them, but I haven't gotten them.
I tried a bag of those, and it was actually they were okay. They didn't taste quite as like.
So you don't get cancer when you're eating them now?
Well, and that's the thing. Like they tasted like 80% like a Dorito. So my thing is like. So why are we doing this? If we could make a Dorito with, and I'm not even saying
for the color.
I'm not even saying that's like harmful because I think most studies say it's not really harmful. But if you could make the Dorito without adding extra stuff, wouldn't you just do that?
Yeah.
And in case it is slightly healthier, like give me that one.
Okay, so the skyrocketing price of Doritos, Lay's, and Cheetos have pushed away cash-strapped consumers and have cost Frito-Lay billions. The company is slashing prices to course correct, but its efforts may be too late. I would agree with that. Ahead of the Super Bowl, Frito-Lay, a subsidiary of PepsiCo, started cutting prices on its portfolio of chips products like Lay's, Doritos, Cheetos, and Tostitos by 15%. Not enough. It needs to be like 40%. Yep. As consumers sought cheaper options, which, it's like, what is it, $5 or $6 right now for a bag of Doritos, and you can go and get a Kroger brand bag for like $2 or something like that.
Yeah, it's like $5.99 because my dad loves the Cool Ranch.
Oh, who doesn't?
The thing I've noticed, have you ever on some of these chips, how big like the party size bag is anymore? And you're like, I remember these party size bags being bigger when I was younger.
Yeah,
right, way bigger.
Now they're just slightly bigger.
Mean, even the regular bag was fairly big, and then the party size was huge, and now they've just shrank it down. And it feels like you're just getting two of the like checkout stand chips in there.
Slightly bigger than a regular bag.
And it's like you eat the whole bag and you're like, am I really a fat fuck? Or is it just not that much left in there?
40% air in there too. So
yeah.
Fat fuckflation.
Yeah, fat fuckflation. Okay, so where were we at here?
15% as consumers.
As consumers sought cheaper options, the quick pivot on chip prices comes after years of price increases that have cut the company's market value by $50 billion since its highs in 2023. That's insane, dude. People shouldn't have to choose between great taste and staying within their budget, said PepsiCo. U.S. Food CEO Rachel Ferdinando in a statement ahead of the price decrease. Like, how about you live by those words, you greedy bitch? We really need to start calling these CEOs out. Like, you're all fucking greedy, and you're all, you're held down by the investors that want their stocks to go up. Like everything just needs to be blown up and reworked to eliminate this greed.
We need to start throwing them. Hey, did you know Luigi's getting out of jail?
It's not going to change until violence happens against these people, and that's how I feel.
Yeah,
because they have so much influence over politicians. So it's like, where are you going to get the legislation done that caps, raising prices like this and CEO pay and, the greedflation that we were just talking about? Like these are real things, and people just, they don't think it until.
And this is when you need to insert the bait speech.
Yeah. Doritos end up being $7 a bag.
Yep.
Not to mention whatever, Pop's costing these days.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Pop is $10 or what, $12 a 12 pack.
Well, $11.99, but then you buy 3, you get 3 free.
That's if that sale's going on though, too.
It's going on, yeah.
I don't know if you noticed, they changed the sales.
Yeah.
It used to be like just buy 2 or 3, get 2 or 3 free, whatever on everything. But now they do it funky. Now it's 12 packs of one brand and 6 packs of another brand. They're
buy 2, get 1 free for Pepsi, and then
when you do the math, it comes out to the old sales of 3 for $11 and stuff like that. So it's like, what are we doing here? Like, lower your prices and put the fucking pop on sale the way it used to be.
You're not fucking hurting.
Yeah. So in the beverage business, Pepsi's products come in second to Coca-Cola, but thanks to the dominance of Frito-Lay, which owns nearly 60% of the U.S. salty snacks market, it has some pricing power that has helped make PepsiCo's moneymaker. In 2024, Frito-Lay made up about 27% of the company's revenue. Yet this power, combined with the pandemic-era push to accommodate higher supply chain costs, led to skyrocketing prices. In 4 years, the price of a 14.5-ounce party-sized Doritos bag at Walmart skyrocketed from $5.94 to $3.98. In 2021, nearly a 50% increase. Bloomberg reported, citing data from Attain, which tracks consumer spending metrics. Some chip prices also reportedly surpassed $7. PepsiCo did not immediately respond to Fortune's request for comment. Yeah, it's just, it's mind-boggling, dude, that these people, they really thought that they could just keep raising prices every week or every month or whatever. Yeah, like it's not going to add up. Like, you do realize, like, the average person makes a set amount of money. Like, we're all on fixed incomes. Like, there's no overtime anymore for, like, people. When you talk to older people, like boomers in particular, they act like you can just stay at work and make $1,000 a week. Like, that's not how it works anymore.
First of all, it's not offers. Second of all, we can't stand our fucking jobs as it is. So I'm not staying over.
Right. Well, they don't understand. Like, you literally have times where they tell you can piss and shit, you know, like it's not, the workforce is not what it was when they entered.
You can't
it's completely different.
You can't just get one job and then survive that one job for 40 fucking years.
Like, you have quotas you have to meet, and they tell you, like, you have to meet this without overtime.
Yeah. If not.
And some people, like, yeah, you can work over, but then you have to take that time off. Like, you can't just, tally on the overtime at the end of the week. Like,
well, they passed no tax on overtime, didn't they?
Yeah. Unless you are in the union and it's in your contract that you can get overtime, most people won't let you get it. Like, that's just a fact. But it's crazy, dude. Like, at some point, these companies have to realize, like, you don't want to pay the raises. You don't want to pay for the insurance. You don't want to pay for hours that people are working. Like, they have to be able to afford your product, so you can't raise it. You know what I mean? Or you're not going to make any money. You're going to lose $50 billion.
But you're making sense. They don't believe in that.
No, they don't. And the thing is, if you've never been in, like, retail and you don't understand the metrics of how it works, like, the needle has to always keep moving forward. And the minute the needle kind of treads back a little bit, it's panic mode. Like, they have to change everything and go another approach. Instead of looking at the mistakes they made, they try to cut and work it out that way. But
I don't even feel like you need to retail. It's just common fucking sense.
Yeah.
At this point.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, common sense isn't really thought of when running businesses.
Yeah.
Like, some of these people that run these corporations, they're fucking stupid and they have no experience in the corporation.
They just piss the ass up.
Every once in a while you get somebody that is experienced and they know the business, they came up in it, but those people don't seem to last long for whatever reason. And maybe that's because they're pro people or something of that nature.
Oh, hands down, it's probably what it is.
So Mr. PBS submitted this article. Redirect. Yes, I want to go to ABC News. Okay, man facing federal charges for allegedly setting massive fire that destroyed warehouse, DOJ. We'll put this on pause because we don't really need it. A man is facing federal charges for allegedly purposely setting the fire that destroyed a massive warehouse in Southern California, prosecutors said. This is probably our hero of the week.
Hero of the year.
Could be.
Could be. Shamel something, 29, is charged with arson. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that last name.
Yeah.
Is it Abdul Kareem? Oh, there we go.
Let's go with that.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. I just saw all the letters. And I was like, ah.
Well, there's no dash.
You will learn his name.
Yeah, Abdul Kareem. I sure will.
You will say it loud.
He's a hero. 29 is charged with arson of a building used in interstate and foreign commerce and used in activities affecting interstate and foreign commerce, the Department of Justice said on Friday. On April 7th, Abdul Kareem allegedly took video of himself setting fire to the paper goods in the Ontario, California Distribution Center, prosecutors said. Oh, look at that nice little picture there. Let me scroll up so you guys can see it. So, seeing a giant corporation getting their shit fired.
Fire rises.
Fire torched. Yeah, he even filmed it. Like, this dude was just really...
He didn't fucking care at that point.
Yeah, he was done. He was like, I'm going to jail.
Yeah.
What's the point? I don't blame him. And when you feel like you have no options, why not go to jail and get your 3 meals a day?
Pretty much at this point, and it's free.
Abdul Kareem allegedly said in the video, if you're not going to pay us enough to explicitly live, I mean, you're not going to pay us enough to fucking live,
yeah,
to afford to live, at least pay us enough to not do this. The DOJ said in a statement, the massive blaze destroyed 1.2 million square feet of warehouse and caused about $500 million in damage. I heard that the warehouse was worth like $150 million or something like that. So, like, this is almost $1 billion, damage to this company.
Hell yeah.
No one was injured, the Ontario Fire Department said. Look at that, dude.
It's magical.
I was so amused when I found that video of the Joker. Somebody put the Joker in on it. It's not about the money.
It's facts.
Yeah, look at that, dude. Oh man, he fucked that place up. Like, geez, I'm not a big violence person, but like I said earlier in the show, like at some point, like we have to realize that telling these people we don't have enough money to live off of is not working.
No,
like another approach has to come.
It's going to be this.
I wonder, people are seeing this now, and there's always a copycat. Like people see this shit. Well, luckily, you can say what you want to say, but there really hasn't been too many Luigis coming after CEOs. But I think people might be a little bit more bolder to do stuff like this.
Yeah.
And I don't want anybody to get hurt. Like, I'd hate for some lady that's working for minimum wage get burned alive in this. But, I mean, at some point there has to be something where you destroy a supply chain or something to get these people's attention.
And, I mean, like all the memes and stuff coming out of this, like there's one with like Luigi as Smokey the Bear, like only you can prevent warehouse fire.
Yeah.
And there's there's a tweet from somebody saying, like, remember, like when we said tax the rich and pay us a living wage or a minimum wage, like that's our opening bid. This is what happens after you don't do that.
Yeah.
And what people don't realize is we are far past the wage or the wealth disparity that was around during the French Revolution.
Right.
So we're doing worse than peasants were.
Yeah.
I just looking up stuff about that Pepsi CEO there a minute ago. Like his pay is like 500 times what his average
it's disgusting.
Worker makes, and even it's even so many more times greater than like what his top people make.
And I think like people are always like, well, you don't understand, that money's all tied up in stocks. Right. Well, if they're allowed to get that kind of pay compensation, why aren't we allowed to get that kind of compensation? Right. It used to be back in the day, you did get shares, and then they realized people were making too much money, and they were like, we can keep that for ourselves.
Stock options? Is that the proper term?
They want to control the stock because they can manipulate it.
Yeah.
Like that's what, stock buybacks and all that. It's all stuff that was illegal until people let it come back.
Yeah.
And even I don't remember if it's in this article or not, but he says, I didn't see the shareholders picking up a shift.
Yeah. Yeah. The suspect allegedly posted videos on social media of him starting the fire, prosecutor said. In texts and phone calls, Abdul Karim allegedly said, I just cost these blank billions, and all you had to do is pay us enough to live. Didn't see the shareholders picking up a shift, according to prosecutors. In one phone call, Abdul Karim allegedly compared his actions to those of accused United Healthcare CEO Luigi Mangione, according to court documents. Abdul Karim of Highland, California, was arrested on Tuesday on state charges and is expected to be arraigned in state court on Friday, prosecutors said. Wow.
Well, he made Luigi the martyr.
Hats off to him. That's some balls, dude.
Yeah.
That's going to be the call. It's going to be like, all we wanted was enough to live.
And listen, I'm not condoning violence, but at some point, something has to be done to get attention.
At some point, it has to be that way.
I just want to know, like, how many people were in the warehouse, and
that's the thing too. Yeah,
yeah.
I think that article said like 20-ish. So it's a big ass warehouse, and there's still only like 20.
Thank God they all got out. I'm just gonna say that right now. I wish it
would be like, hey, guess what, guys? I'm gonna burn this motherfucker down. So I need you to go and get out of here.
But I mean, people are so desperate now that they're willing to go to these measures to make a point, and they don't care if they sacrifice their life and spend the rest in prison. And I think that should be a really scary thing if you're running these companies.
How does a big old warehouse like that just burn down? I wonder if there's going to be some like investigation.
Yeah, like where's the fucking sprinklers at to prevent that? But I don't know. I mean, I guess once the fire gets so uncontrollable, I mean, it had paper products in there too. And
shouldn't they have even more?
Right.
And stuff then?
Yeah, exactly. It should be able to. If a fire were to go off like that, they should be able to.
Right.
At least keep it at bay until the fire department got there. But
again,
That's a good point. Good way to point that out, man.
Somebody should look into that.
Well, if we put the sprinkler system in there, it'd cost millions of dollars.
Yeah, probably. That's another thing. I mean, yeah, like, did they bypass certain requirements?
You know, they did. If anything's going to cost them money, they'll bypass.
But again, we always say, we like to say, violence isn't the answer. Political violence, like, this is America. Violence is not the best answer, but it is almost always an answer.
Yeah.
But this country was bred off of violence.
Yeah. Yep. We are violent.
Human beings in general are a violent creature.
We like to call countries like Iran and Middle Eastern countries violent. We're pretty violent.
Yeah, mass shootings, murderers.
There's a comedian saying, he's like, it never got bad. It already started that way. He's like, the third person killed the fourth person on the world. He said,
I've heard that. Yeah.
He said he killed 25% of the population. It wasn't big enough.
The world wasn't enough for 4 people.
Right.
Yeah. Has anyone photoshopped in Ray Fiennes from the Bone Tipple in between the fires?
That's good. Good thinking, Rob.
We should do that. Like, just cut that scene out and pose it on that in the background.
By the way, I did see that, and it's phenomenal.
Yeah, but the Bone Temple's awesome, dude.
Oh my god,
that whole dance scene to Iron Maiden was great. I wish you could have been in the theater with us, because as soon as we saw the record hit, we were like, "Oh shit!"
Man.
Okay, so we are moving on now.
3 jobs, no days off. Eyes are burning, bodies aching. Another paycheck I'll be taking. Grind the gears until they're broken. Every single filthy token. I am Robzilla. Feel the power. My kingdom is this couch potato tower. Watching garbage, low def glory. This is my legendary story. Robzilla. Yeah, Robzilla.
Gonna have to change that, like, to my beehole's burning.
Yeah. Throat's on fire.
Can't do a show without throwing up.
Yeah.
Robzilla. Oh, now I've got to get in and do some prompts later on tonight.
Mm-hmm. You know you do.
Robzilla's got 3 jobs and diarrhea.
Have you ever thought maybe that's why, like, you're just too stressed and you need sleep?
Probably.
Rob's got.
This looks interesting, Rob.
Rob's got 3 or 4 jobs and he still ain't pooping on the clock. Get out of here. You're a traitor to your class, Rob.
I am.
Every day, three times, I'm like, it's time to go poop.
Yep.
Okay, let me sign in here. All right, so this is Pan Am. This is your Tubi pick of the week.
Pan Man.
Sorry. Pan Man.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I guess I just, Pan Am, the old flying thing.
Yep.
Kind of dyslexic there. Pan Man. Wow, this is wow, what a cover.
Yeah, oh, man.
I just can't get past this,
it's
dude.
entertaining. It's entertaining.
Do you want to read it or do you want me to read it?
I want to say the intro, though. Marinated evil. You can read the rest.
All right. Pan Man is a demon chef with a recipe for murder. As people start to disappear, a custard professor and a few of his students band together to try and stop Pan Man. In the beginning, Pan Man seems to be a vicious killer with a pan in his hand and a craving for fresh victims. But we soon find out he has a thirst for something more. Love. Lurking on the other side of town is a grizzled culinary professor who is hell-bent on forming an assassination squad to kill Pan Man once and for all. The professor and his hunters are able to infiltrate Pan Man's love life and cause disastrous results. Once Pan Man's girl is gone and his heart is broken, he goes on one Pan Man killing spree, exacting revenge on the professor and his students. So is this an average ranking of 3.1?
I gave it like a 1.5, 2, because there is some funny ass parts into it.
Yeah.
This guy, he robs these 2 girls and he takes the girl's purse. And Pan Man is almost like, he's like an urban legend almost.
Yeah.
So he shows up and the guy says he calls him a name or something, runs away. He takes his pan and throws it, but the handle sticks into his back and like kills him like a knife.
Right.
So he walks up and takes it out of his back and gives the purse to the woman, and she's like, "Oh my God, thank you so much." And then he does like a whole flashback. Well, flash forward, they're talking, they're dating, and then they get in a fight. She's throwing his stuff out, so he gets pissed and just hits her with the pan and like cuts her throat.
Oh man,
it's hilarious.
Should we watch the trailer? I don't even care if we get a
watch the trailer. I saw the.
Oh, this looks bad.
I saw the marinated in evil, and I was just like, I gotta watch it. It doesn't have eyes cut out for the pan. It's just over his fucking head.
A killer is on the loose. He terrorizes this cooking school.
Oh.
And these culinary students.
What?
Now with his help.
We should do what I say.
This band of hunters is going to stop.
Oh my God.
For the whole budget right there.
It really is.
Yeah, they spent their entire budget to have fucking Van Halen on there.
Man to get you.
Oh my God.
What else can
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I'm just gonna. It's too much Van Halen. We're gonna get picked up on that. But wow, what a pick, dude. Looks somewhat decent.
Yeah,
it looks like a fun time.
It's a fun
just
time.
to say that.
Let's put it that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I understand the whole picture with that though.
Yeah, like why are those?
Right. I don't understand that.
Yeah.
It's Pant Man up there.
Oh yeah, he is right there.
I didn't even see that.
I didn't see him. I was always like, just kind of looking to the left there.
Yeah, I'm like, why the fuck?
The majority of folks.
Yeah. I mean, it's a fun time. If you want something, time to burn, pick it.
You just look completely rejuvenated after describing a shitty movie. Like literally, it's just changed his health. Did you see that?
Well, you heard I was talking about Musk, and I got into a rage.
You had to run down here.
Yeah.
Got his adrenaline pumping.
He was talking about that little fucking bitch.
Just kind of Googling around Pan Man, I came up with a Reddit of bad movies, and somebody said, this movie was widely panned.
There's some puns on the reviews.
So he's also pansexual.
There's some reviews on there. It's pretty funny.
That's a pot, but okay.
Yeah, somebody said they missed a chance to call it pothead.
Yeah. There's several comments that point that out. It's not a pan.
Yeah.
Pothead. Yeah, that would have been better. Pothead.
Well, he kills him with a pan, so
yeah,
that's probably what they'll say.
He's a demon, though, right?
Well,
do they do any like supernatural shit to get rid of him?
I didn't. No, they don't. I think they just kill him.
Okay.
But it's a demon, but it's like it's a green special effect that jumps through people's bodies. I mean, it's just like yeah.
All right. All right. Okay, so we're gonna just roll right into what you watching. So, PBS, what you been watching? I know you got a fucking list here, and you're gonna soak up a half hour here. So let's go.
And a man. The whole budget.
Yep.
What am I doing here? So I just briefly I started watching 2 TV shows. One is a British show from the late 70s, early 80s called Sapphire and Steel. It's kind of a mix of like Doctor Who meets the X-Files almost.
Oh wow, that sounds kind of cool.
It's got what's his name? It's got David McCallum, who played Ducky on NCIS for like 20 years or whatever. He was the medical coroner or whatever. And Joanna Lumley, and they're kind of like these interdimensional beings, and they investigate like these temporal anomalies. And the first one is like this family lives in an old house, and while the parents are upstairs like singing an old nursery rhyme to their daughter, they disappear, and Sapphire and Steel come in, and they go through all these like there's all the old objects in the house, and it leads back to events that have happened in the house. So it's kind of a nice, kind of moody, cool little atmospheric British 70s vibe. But I've had the DVD sit on the shelf for years. I'm like, I got to sit down and actually watch like one full series of it just to get the vibe. So that was kind of cool. And I did start watching The Pit.
Oh, did you? What do you think, dude?
I'm on episode 4. It's pretty good. I'm trying to not like binge it. I'm trying to like.
It's
watch an
hard
episode,
not
give
to,
it a couple
dude.
days. Watch an episode, give it a couple days.
You hear that monitor in like every scene. You're like, God damn, I'm just in. I feel like I'm in the room with them.
And it's good.
No, Wiley, he's fucking cooking in that.
I'm trying to think like, is it really good, or am I just happy there's like a real TV show again? I'm like,
It might be both.
So, who's your favorite character so far? It's the country kid.
He's the one I'm most concerned for. I forget what Dr. like Whitaker or something like that.
Dr. Whitaker.
And in like the 4 episodes so far, like there's like a running joke where he keeps getting dirty and he keeps changing his scrubs. But like there's a scene where the Kraken, the schizophrenic guy, like pees right on him.
Yeah.
Got to like pee right like all over his face. And then there's like an arterial blood spray he gets right in the face. And then there's a kid who has like he had a tonsillectomy or something, and now it's bleeding, and he coughs like right in his face. And I'm like, this doctor's got AIDS or something.
Yeah.
Like, you don't get that much bodily fluids to your face, and at least not freak out about it. Like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
After a while, he's just like, yeah.
So I'm concerned for him. I don't know if I love the idea that they all take place on the same day. They're making it work.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I love it. But you know,
it works.
It does make you wonder, like, oh, there's 24 hours in a day. So why aren't we getting like a 24 episode season here? Let's work on that.
Money.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a fun show. I'm looking forward to it. I think the season 2 finale is this week, this Thursday or whatever. So I won't be caught up by then. Like I said, I'm taking my time and savoring each episode.
Yeah.
So nice. But they've already greenlit season 3.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So on to some movies. I really haven't been watching a whole heck of a lot lately.
'Cause you suck.
Right. I do. I have not been vomiting or excreting, though. I haven't gotten around to watching it.
Lucky you.
Lucky me. So let's see. I'm not exactly sure where I left off here, but pretty close. So I didn't really talk about, let's see, Project Hail Mary here. We'll talk about that in a minute. I've got the Rebirth of Mothra, which is like there's 3, it's a trilogy. They came out in the 90s. And just bringing back Mothra. And it's really, it's more of like a kid's movie. But, Mothra looks like a big cuddly moth. The villain is like the 3-headed, it's called Descadora. And he's about like the coolest thing about the movie. Like, oh, it looks pretty cool, like some practical 90s effects. But it's got a brother and sister who fight, and the parents are always like one of those, it's, you remember your 90s, like the parents were almost always getting divorced, all this kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And the parents are kind of like that. The dad works for like a mining company, so there's like an environmental message in there. So it's okay. I only gave it 2.5. Like I say, really more of a kid's movie. I didn't really talk about it, but we mentioned it during the Sleazy, I think. Sisu, Part 2, Road to Revenge.
Yeah.
I had a fun time with it. I didn't love it as much as you guys did.
How do you not like, from the get-go when that fucking dude goes through the wheel and flies through the window?
That's okay. It's like the thing where he like flips the tank. It was a little too much for me.
But I mean, it's so much, I just didn't care. Like, it's so over the top. I was like, let's just go.
But I like the first third of the movie, like where he's driving the truck and they're trying to be sort of artistic about it. Like, I really like that part. Like the first third of the movie.
It's almost like a Mad Max in like the World War II era.
Part Mad Max, part like almost Sorcerer.
I knew you would like it.
So I really had fun, the most fun with like the first third. And then it goes a little too over the top. Like, I had fun with it. But like, I wish.
I did flinch when he pulls the knife from the leg. I was like,
I did wish they'd have dialed it back a little bit. I got around to watching Warfare from last year, I think.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, I was a little surprised. I didn't know exactly what to expect.
Who's in that again?
That's the who's the director? Rob?
Alex Garland.
Yeah, Alex Garland did that.
Oh yeah,
and it's got like it's the ensemble of guys who are.
That's where they get caught in. It's like Iraq or Afghanistan, right?
I think
Joseph
it was Iraq.
Quinn's in it.
They're in the firefight in the home.
Yeah.
Dude, that's fucking intense, man.
It was. I like that it was like a nice sort of little snapshot. It's another one that happens in just like a day, basically, almost real time. They said, and I give it 3.5. I thought that was really. Wasn't quite what I was expecting from Alex Garland.
It was confined too. It wasn't like big, this whole big, big city exploration.
It was, a lot of people, I think, accused it of being like pro-war or whatever, and I really don't think so. It's very much
it's to kind of tell you what these people go through in war.
This shit's kind of confusing and not fun.
Yeah.
Well, I did read something. They made the film for the one guy who was pretty much unconscious the whole time because he didn't know what happened.
Yeah. So it's very much like that. That's I've never been to a war, and I hope to not be, but I have to imagine it's.
Well, that
why would you want anybody to go through that?
Right. It's very much like, this is not a cool time. We are not having fun, people. And then I started a box set, Vinegar Syndrome's box set of Shaw. I think it's called Shaw Scares Volume 1. After I finished my Shaw Brothers box set from Arrow. And it has 3 movies in it. These are all like 3-star movies, but I had fun with them. And these are the kind of movies that I need Rob to be finding on Tubi. So the first one was called Sex Beyond the Grave.
Ooh.
And my letterbox is: a woman is raped and killed and haunts the home where it was allowed to happen. So like a woman is raped and killed like at the end of World War II when the Japanese invade China.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy who owns the house like lets her in. And he's like, yeah, we'll protect you. But he doesn't. He lets the Japanese come in and rapes her. And kills her husband and son. And then the guy who owns the house rapes her too and ends up killing her when she's
Jesus, how many times she get raped?
It's uncomfortable. A lot of rape around here, unfortunately.
I don't think I should be finding those movies.
It's not there's definitely, it's not like super duper graphic, but it's definitely uncomfortable. Like, God damn.
Is it not as graphic as the one what's her face where she gets raped on the pinball machine or whatever?
Oh, Jodie Foster.
Jodie Foster, yeah.
But then so it kind of jumps forward in time, and the descendant of that guy owns the house, but he's like a gambling addict, and it really turns into like 20 or 30 minutes about how gambling's bad.
Yeah.
But they end up selling the house to this nice couple that's their friends. And it almost turns into a little bit of a Poltergeist ripoff. There's like a well.
Yeah.
And she's got to get tied up and go into the well, and the husband's got to pull her back out and all that. And then eventually they kind of send the ghost after the guy whose family it is. And the ghost ends up having sex with him and then killing him.
What are you watching, dude?
So it's really bonkers. The end is bonkers. This might have been my least favorite of the 3, but
what's this movie called again?
Called Sex Beyond the Grave.
Oh man,
it's like
an 80s porno.
What? Yeah, what are you fucking watching?
1984.
Oh, I was in the ballpark.
Good God.
It's
you yell at me.
If you like, this is, like I said, I kind of enjoyed all these movies in their way, like, because we've seen all the regular horror movies, and it's like I said, these are just kind of fun. So the second one was called Hell Has No Boundary. And this one is while out enjoying a seaside picnic with her fellow officer boyfriend, a policewoman, May, becomes possessed by a murdered little girl whose spirit immediately unleashes violent rage within her. So they're camping out on this little island, and May gets possessed, and her boyfriend gives these kids like some Cokes and a Sprite, and they take off, and she starts like yelling at them like for stealing their stuff, and she goes after one of them. She's got like the tongs, and she like goes to stab him, and then she goes back to work, and there's police politics going on, but because she's like possessed by this spirit, she starts ascending up the ranks, and it's fun. These possession movies are just fun.
When you said she gave him Coke and Sprite, it kind of reminded me of the South Park episode where they're doing How to Catch a Predator,
right?
And they're all walking into the auditorium like, I brought you Wendy's.
And then like there's a scene where she goes, a guy is holding his family hostage, and she goes in and she shoots him through the door. But like the bullet has to curve, because she's a ghost, and a photographer gets it on camera, and then she goes after the photographer, and she goes after the police captain who finds out like, hey, you shouldn't just be shooting people, and it's just I had fun with that one. Again, like 3 stars, but
by the way, you shouldn't be shooting people.
I don't think there's any rape in that one, so you're okay.
That's good. I'm a little rapied out here.
And I had fun with that one. And then the third movie in the box set was called Haunted Tales. And it was like two sort of segments that don't really have anything to do with each other. But this family moves into this house sort of out in the country, and they have weird neighbors and all this weird stuff's going on. And It's very colorful. It's very nice and colorful, and you get to find out like, you know, it's one of those ones like is somebody dead? Who's the ghost? Who's alive? And all that. And I had fun with that one. But the second one was like this. Second segment is this super of this apartment building finds out that like he's got like sort of like a Ouija board almost, but it's like a big mat with words on it, and you use like a little saucer and the spirit tells you whatever. And he gets the lottery numbers, and he ends up winning the lottery, and he can finally like have sex with a hot prostitute who lives in the building.
Finally.
And
good for that guy.
It's very much like a Tales from the Crypt episode, and so like another guy who lives in the building realizes what's going on. He's like, "I'll fight you, or I'll bet you all your money. I'll gamble you, and if you win, you can have my hot virgin daughter."
Jeez.
And like because the Ouija board thing kind of warns him like, hey, don't abuse this. Like, you're rich now. Go do something good with it. Don't be out just whoring and gambling. And of course he goes out whoring and gambling. And it's like a very, very Tales from the Crypt kind of vibe to that one. And then the last one is Female Prisoner Scorpion Jailhouse 41.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually the second in the Female Prisoner Scorpion movies. I think there's like 4 or 5 of them. I watched the first one a while ago. I need to give it a rewatch because I don't remember too much about it. I liked it. I gave it 4 stars. I gave this one 4 stars. This one does have some rape in the beginning.
Of course it does.
It's got a little bit of rape.
You know, it's Female Prisoner Scorpion. You know,
it's a little rapey.
The warden of the prison is getting ready to go, and he's got to teach Scorpion a lesson. So he just has 5 officers rape her. You know, no big deal.
Mm-hmm.
5 officers. Good Lord.
And they do it in front of the other prisoners because he's got to make a lesson out of it.
Yeah.
But Scorpion gets away and kills a bunch of people, and like every other scene in this movie is just like the coolest, most badass looking scene you've ever seen, and it's just like way more artistic than you'd expect it to be. And they get out and they get away, and all the female prisoners get away, and it's just like a really cool movie. I was really into it, and part of the reason I got back to watching it is the star of the movie, Miko Kaji. I guess they're doing like a film retrospective in New York, I think, and she's there, and they're showing a bunch of her movies. So a lot of people were kind of rewatching some of her movies, and I got it in my Blu-ray box that I've had for a while. So I'm like, all right, I got to get through that thing.
Okay.
So some again, like I say to Rob, like I'm not looking for best picture winners here. These are all just like mostly okay movies that are like have something to recommend. That's what I need from you out of 2 weeks. I need you to find some gems, Rob.
Okay.
And that's what I've got.
All right. Do you want to go next?
Yeah. So
he was like, yeah.
Yep. So
I didn't throw up in the bathroom for 10 minutes for nothing.
So after we did our Sleazys, I did go home and watch Primate, which I was surprisingly surprised.
It's a good flick, man.
It really is. It's a good time.
I want you to watch it so you can tell us how you feel about it.
The only thing with that is
probably on the cock, right?
Yeah. No, it's actually on Paramount Plus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You would think it'd be on the cock, but it's not.
It's not on the cock.
I really feel like in this universe they forget how fucking strong chimps are, in my opinion, because this is like
it's brutal, dude.
I'm going to push him off the pool.
He fucks that one bitch up. It tries to,
Well, the best part I liked about it is that it's a person in a suit, so it's not CGI. But I do like it because it's spoiler. He's rapid. So,
yeah,
but
it worked.
But I like how it progressively he gets more sinister looking, more crazy, more.
Did you recognize the one chick? She was the hot chick.
The tag along.
She was one of the friends that came over.
Okay,
but she's the one that gets killed in the little hallway to the pool because she distracts so they can get in the pool.
Yeah,
that's the chick that plays in the Evan Peterson show. That we just talked about.
The Beauty.
The Beauty, yeah.
No, I didn't recognize.
Yeah, she plays the detective when she takes the serum.
Oh, okay.
Or not takes the serum, but when she fucks the dude and gets infected.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, that's her.
See, I completely forgot.
Yeah.
And then I finally got to watch 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple.
Such a great movie.
Like I mentioned, it's
now
awesome.
After seeing that, how do you feel about?
I'll have to go back and watch it, but I feel like.
But how do you feel though? How does that make you feel? Did you think about the first one?
A little bit, but
28 years later.
Yeah, I've
like I watched that movie and I was like I really appreciate what they did in that first one.
I feel like I need to go back and watch it to really appreciate it, but I can see where they were going with it. It just didn't resonate until I watched The Bone Temple to appreciate it more. But I'll have to go back and rewatch it.
You lack discipline.
So I finally watched that. I got to check out this movie called Violent Ends. I saw a trailer for it, I think it came out in September, but it's on AMC Plus now. I've been wanting to watch it. So it's actually pretty good. Did you ever see Out of the Furnace with Christian Bale?
Oh yeah, it's a great movie.
It's similar to that a little bit. It's not as good, but it's still a good movie. I did finally watch. Well, not finally, but came out. Anaconda, the remake with Jack Black and Paul Rudd. I just don't care.
It's not really a remake.
Well, reimagining.
It's a spoof or whatever you want to call it.
It's fucking stupid. I gave it 2.5, but it's gonna be like a 2. I should.
Did you laugh at all?
A few parts, but
okay.
I mean, like
worth it.
I think I'm at my point with Chris Pratt, like with Jack Black. I'm just kind of over Jack Black. I love him.
Yeah.
He starts talking. I'm like, I just don't fucking care, Jack.
It gets annoying, dude. After a while,
Yeah.
I'd like to see Jack kind of do some roles and kind of flex his.
Yeah.
You know, like show me you got more than just a silly middle-aged guy now.
Well, he's
time for him to do like a bad guy role.
Yeah, or just something serious, you know.
Like the way Robin Williams or Jim Carrey would play a bad guy. I'm like, all right, they can do something.
Like, I want to see your range, Jack. I know you got it.
I did see an interview. He wants to play in one of the Yakuza like video game movie adaptations, which I think he'd be pretty good at that. So I watched that. I watched another one called Primitive War. So I've heard about this one. It's a it's a World War II, or I'm sorry, like a Vietnam War dinosaur movie, basically. So like these soldiers get sent into like this valley, Vietnam. It turns out it's housing all these different types of prehistoric dinosaurs they didn't know about.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad. It's actually well done for what it is, but I mean, it's over 2 hours, and like movie shouldn't be 2 hours long. It should be like 90 minutes for that kind of a movie.
All right.
Pan Man. I finally got to watch Deathstalker. So this is the director who did like Psycho Gorman. It's just, if you love those 80s medieval dark fantasy movies, it's up your alley. It was entertained by it. There's a few funny parts into it. I give it 3 for what it is and nostalgia with like those 80s styles, like dark fantasy, like sorcerers, monsters, and all that. And I finally got to watch Thrash, the new shark movie on Netflix.
I was just gonna ask you. I know he's gonna watch that movie.
Dog shit.
Oh
huh?
Yeah.
So, but
even with what's his face in it, the one black dude,
he's really not in that much.
Oh, really? I've heard people liken it to Crawl. I liked Crawl.
No, I like Crawl is way better. Crawl's way better. But I do appreciate with the sharks because they're bull sharks basically.
Oh, okay.
So they're CGI, but there's a lot of parts where they're really not CGI. When they come up and they actually attack someone, it looks really good. So it looks like it's like a prosthetic shark. So, but that's the best part about it. But like they do like almost 3 separate stories. They don't really intertwine. You don't care about the characters. You want one of them to get eaten because they suck. And then like, they had this big storm and all this water's rising, but it goes to this family of like 3 kids, but the water stops rising, but everywhere else is rising and their house should be underneath water. But
skip it or watch it.
If you want shark movies, watch it. There's a couple parts where the shark attacks are really intense, just because they're waist high, and then you just see them just get grabbed and pulled, but then of course they had to bring in a great white, which doesn't do shit, and it's so bad CGI wise, but it's kind of intense though.
Okay.
Parts, but
all right,
check it out if you want something to watch.
I will try to watch it this week. It's popped up, and I'm like,
it's like 75-80 minutes. I mean, if you can turn it on, and if you got shit to do. And then, so those are the movies, the shows I watched. The Boys season 5 came out following season. Up to date with that. Fantastic. Daredevil season 2. I'm still enjoying it. I'm liking it. You have to watch the 3rd episode, though. Something happens, and it's kind of wild.
I think I got 2 in.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure on that.
Yeah. Because I think the last episode is May 11th, and then they get a 1-hour Punisher movie called The One
I
Last
did
Kill.
see that.
So it's going to intertwine with that. What else did I watch? I need to start Invincible. I know you started watching that. I've only watched the first season, so
I've kept up with Invincible.
Yeah, so
and you were the one that told me to watch it a couple years ago.
Yeah, I watched the first season. I just forget about it. And then
it's so good, dude.
I finally got to watch the 2nd season of Bloodhounds. Fucking phenomenal.
So you had a good week,
dude. That's
aside from shitting and throwing up,
pretty much, and having to work, which is overrated. But
you're tired of it now, aren't you?
Yeah.
When are you going to quit these jobs, dude?
Why don't you do something about one of those jobs, Rob?
I know. I might.
You were the maker of your own misery.
You could. Well, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just things going on, happening to jobs. Bad things happen sometimes.
Yeah.
I have a lighter if you want to borrow it.
No, I'm
not telling you to burn
like
the
that,
building
Rob.
down, you know.
Well, I don't hate them.
I use it to light candles and other things.
Right.
If you need it for that, you're more than
Things
welcome
you
to
can
borrow
light,
it.
you can light lots of things.
Or just randomly something, somehow gasoline just fell in somewhere in the place. I don't know.
Now, Rob, you don't want to be using any accelerants there.
Well, the house isn't made of paper here, so but it's rare for a second
why are you
season.
burning down a house, Rob? We're
Burning down the
We're talking about employers here, Rob.
Well, I work from home for my first job.
Yeah, you don't want to burn that down.
House, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to do that.
Some people might, but
man burns down his own house to protest his job.
I just cost them $300,000.
Fucking suck it.
That's your house, sir. Oh shit.
They'll get the fucking point. But yeah, that's one.
They'll get the point.
They'll get the point.
When I'm living on the street, they'll get the point.
This man's so crazy, he burned down his house. Give him $5 more on the hour.
You got that right. We'll do it. But,
Some see it like that crazy son of a bitch. If he'll burn down his own house, what will he do to mine?
Yeah, exactly. Make sure you're in it. But it's one of those rare shows where the second season of Bloodhounds is better than the first. It's fucking good. I know I boost that show, but I highly check it out. Did you ever see
You
Ninja
love
Assassin?
that fucking show.
Dude, it's fucking good.
And no, I never saw Ninja Assassin. Normally my rule of thumb is would Rob watch that? If so, I'm out.
Uh-huh. And then I give you a movie to watch, you go, it was a banger. I said, that's fucking right. Told you.
That's like one movie out of like fucking
care.
40.
I don't care. I get my
I take that back too, because you did recommend the one like Ghostbusters themed one that's on AMC Plus. You both did actually.
Like Zuma?
Zuma, yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. I watched Body Cam as well. That's on AMC, on Shudder. It was okay. It wasn't really scary, but I liked the premise of it.
All right, so are you done?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Yes.
I'm going to run through this real quick because we are running out of time here. So yeah, I'm watching The Boys. Phenomenal start to that show.
Love sausage.
There's episode 2 kind of, you're like, oh my God, what the fuck, man.
Yep.
It's just great. Invincible is great. I sent a tweet out and I posted it on Threads. It blew up on Threads, but I was like, I hate to admit it, but Amazon Prime Video just gave me the best night of entertainment on television I can remember in years. But just phenomenal. Wednesday night is phenomenal on Amazon Prime Video. Between the hour you get from Invincible to the hour you get from The Boys, but I am so excited for The Boys to kind of end and see where the story goes and finishes out.
Yeah.
Then what else am I watching here? The Daredevil. Been watching that. I finally got 2 episodes of that. I'm watching Lincoln Lawyer too. PBS is happy I'm finally getting that. That's the end of the show, right? This last season.
There's going to be at least one more.
Oh, okay. I thought this was the last season, but it's not. Okay. Neighbors on HBO Max. You got to watch that. It's fucking crazy.
I got to catch up with that.
I'm 2 episodes in on Daredevil. I'm not digging this season as much. The fighting scenes are awesome. That's great, but I'm a little tired. I'm a little tired of the cheesy law and order kind of vibes I'm getting from it, but it's still a good show.
It's always entertaining when you see
even
it.
if the chick that plays Karen is cheesy as hell and whatever.
I love seeing people get smacked in the face, ricocheted with a nightstick.
Movie wise, I watched this movie that my coworker recommended to me called Dogtooth. This coworker Olivia, she heard I was into movies from one of our managers, and she was like, "You got to watch this movie."
He's like, "We'll fucking see."
Yeah, and I'd waited a while to watch this movie because it just looked all kinds of fucking weird, and it is all kinds of fucking weird. Have you heard about this movie?
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I've
So I'm watching it. Okay, it's a Greek movie, so it's obviously subtitles,
right? Yorgos Lanthimos.
Yeah, and it's about this family, and they don't leave the house. The only person that leaves the house is the dad. Like, he works and comes home, and these kids, I'm like, are they fucking retarded? Like, what's going on? Like, they're always in the backyard, like, looking for planes and stuff. And they watch movie, let's have a movie night, and they're watching movies of themselves. Like, there's no, like, they're their entertainment, and it's just really fucked up. But he brings home like a security guard to fuck his son because his son's older, and it's like, part of the routine of taking care of him or whatever. But they're like getting undressed, and I'm like, then they lay on the bed, and I mean, literally clear as day, you can see him take his junk and insert it. And I'm like, is this fucking real? And, you know, it's same thing with the parents. They show them fucking. And so I got to reading them, like, it's one of the few movies where they have, like, real sex scenes in it. And I'm just like, holy shit, like, who participates in this? Like, it can't be that artistic, you know. But I guess over there, it's a different world over there, and they, you know, they take things to the full extent. But it's a decent movie. It's really fucked up. Like, there's a part where some contraband gets in the house, and the dad takes matters into his own hand. And, like, it's pretty dated. It's from 2009, so there's a VHS and VCR. And the dad he punishes somebody with a VCR tape, and you're like, holy fuck, that's kind of brutal. But, I mean, it was good. I gave it 3.5 stars. I caught Magnolia. I'm trying to watch all the PTA movies, Paul Thomas Anderson, and I realized, like, this guy's made some of my favorite movies, and I haven't seen all of them. So I'm trying to take it like once a week to catch up with the few that I haven't seen. And Magnolia was on there from 1999. And
still haven't seen that one. I keep meaning to watch it.
Dude, there's something about Paul Thomas Anderson movies. Like, I can't remember shit anymore now. But if I did, I'd be quoting the fuck out of them. But
drugs and alcohol have ruined my brain.
Yeah. I'm literally turning into Leo. Like, I'm just like, I've abused so many things I can't remember. But yeah, this one has Tom Cruise in it and a couple other people.
John C. Reilly, everybody.
Yeah, he's got his normal people, and then he adds a couple people in to kind of cement it. But just a really good movie. It's fun, and there's some oh shit moments. And Philip Seymour Hoffman's in this, and he plays like a hospice nurse.
Yeah,
and that dude, I'm so sad that he's no longer around. The guy was a master of his craft. I mean, I think there's no role that dude can't play. But I thought it was a 5-star movie, dude. Like, I was just blown away. It was great. Then I watched We Bury the Dead, which is Daisy Ridley's new zombie kind of movie. Like, they're sort of zombies, you know, whatever. But that's kind of like a quarantine type.
I've heard it's more like a thriller, like horror based or horror themed, but not really zombies.
Well, it's kind of funny. Like, her whole point, there's this infected zone. It's something where they use like a weapon or of some sort, and it spreads across this area and infects people. And they kind of send people in to kind of clean these areas out, get rid of the dead bodies. And if they are zombies, they send a crew in to kill them. But her whole point is like trying to get to her husband, who was on a business trip, and she's trying to get to that area to rescue him or give him a proper burial if need be. But it was just okay. I gave it 3 stars. So, I mean, it's a little above average, but not too far off that. Then I watched Crime 101 with Chris Hemsworth
and watch that.
Halle Berry. I gave it 3 stars. You know, it's okay. It could have been a lot better.
I keep putting it off.
Yeah,
3 stars. Like,
yeah, it's worth a watch, but it's nothing that to write home about, and you're not going to be rewatching it anytime soon. I'm glad I didn't go to the theaters and watch it.
I think somebody made reviews like, kind of like, imagine a crime movie, but they cut out all the fun parts.
Yes, exactly. And you know, Halle Berry, I'm like, this is an Oscar award winner, and she's nowhere near that talent anymore.
Yeah. Like, she hasn't been in a lot of movies.
Well, she got banged by Billy Bob, so she got an award.
He did something to her, man.
Give her an award.
Well, that was in the movie, though, right? They didn't really date in real life.
No.
But yeah, I'm just kind of like, what happened to her? Like, I mean, she's still good, but she's not. I don't know. Like, she's somewhere in between. Like she's not CW caliber, and she's not Oscar. Like, she's just somewhere in between now.
Well, people making that discussion too about Jennifer Lopez. Was she really that good, or she just playing the same movies and that sort of thing too?
I think these people, they were good in the 90s, and
they were in good movies.
Yeah. I mean, they had good roles that they played, and like, they just can't elevate characters to the next level. Like, they're just okay for eye candy and you know, name recognition to get people to watch these movies nowadays. But I don't know if they're losing a touch and getting worse as they get older, or they never were really that good. And like you said, they were just in good movies. Yeah. And that's probably the easiest answer to go with there. And then, I just watched Apollo 13 with all the Artemis shit going on. And, obviously them breaking Apollo 13's record as the farthest flight out in space. And, man, it's just a 5-star fucking movie.
I've watched that movie so many times, especially when I was younger. Like
I remember going to the drive-ins and watching that. And that was one time where my mom fell asleep and I just never woke her up. I just watched like 3 movies back to back. And it was like 6 o'clock in the morning. She's waking up like, what are you doing? Like, oh, watching, Apollo 13 again for the second time. But man, it's just so good. And they did a great job capturing what those astronauts went through. And, what's his face? Who directed that?
Ron Howard.
Ron Howard. And it's funny, I'm watching that, and they've got the guys that they're working the control, NASA at Houston, and you see his brother there. He's one of the first guys to speak up, like, oh, they can't have any issues. It's got to be a malfunction. Yeah. And then he's the guy doing math, and he's like, yeah, they're fucked. But I mean, just a great movie, and Ron Howard really, he just captured what those guys went through, and really put everybody in that capsule with the astronauts. And it's a phenomenal movie. Like, if I were a science teacher, that would be a mandatory watch every year for students.
Yeah, when we say things like movies in the 90s were better, like these are the movies we're talking about. Like, it was just something about it.
And yeah, there's a high degree of like, I wouldn't say like CGI, but effects,
Oh yeah.
And obviously it's CGI and some of that stuff.
A few, not overly, but yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it's them in the capsule, and I mean, like the performances that Tom Hanks and Kevin Bacon and who's the other guy?
Bill Paxton, right?
Bill Paxton, yeah. And then you got what's his face?
Ed Harris back in
Ed Harris is, and he was on his shit. He was like, we're not fucking losing these guys. I'm not going to be the first, guy that does this. And, you just realize what these people went through. I mean, they literally did not sleep. Right. And the one guy that had, what did he have? Chicken pox?
Oh, Gary Sinise's character.
Yeah.
Like a cold.
Lieutenant Dan was the other guy, the other astronaut. I mean, it's just an amazing cast.
Yeah.
Amazing people in it and everything. But if you haven't seen it, you got to watch it.
Terrific everything.
And you can watch it for free, I think, on like Peacock, I think.
It's
or Prime or something like that. I forget. But I watched it, and just, it's great. Every time you watch it, it's great.
It's very rewatchable.
Okay, so we're going to close the show out with Project Hail Mary. PBS and I saw this, and do we want to put this on Letterboxd real quick, or how do you want to do this?
You can put it up wherever you want.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me get it up here. Boy, we're really closing in on our 2-hour mark here, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
And I really like having that hour and a half, but we had so much shit to talk about. And we didn't even talk about like Afro Man and all the good stuff too. Let's see here. Project Hail Mary.
We hadn't spent so much time discussing Rob's bodily functions.
I know.
Could you just be healthy, Rob?
I know.
You'd have thought somebody gave him a shot of hot sauce here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here we go. Project Hail Mary. This is starring Ryan Gosling, America's sweetheart now.
Pretty much.
So here's the synopsis for this. Believe in the Hail Mary. Science teacher Ryland Grace wakes up on a spaceship light years from home with no recollection of who he is or how he got there. As his memory returns, he begins to uncover his mission. Solve the riddle of the mysterious substance causing the sun to die out. He must call on his scientific knowledge and unorthodox ideas to save everything on Earth from extinction. But an unexpected friendship means he may not have to do it alone. I got to say, look, I gave it 4.5 stars, and its average rating is 4.3, but it made a shit ton of money, too. So,
yeah, no surprise.
It's a good movie.
Well, maybe a little surprised, but yeah, it's definitely, it took off. Like, a lot of people were really into this.
And the directors are Phil Lord, Christopher Miller. Who's the writer of this? Because this is based off a book. The same guy that did.
The book is Andy Weir, who did The Martian.
And for those of you that don't know that's the movie with Matt Damon. Matt Damon. Where he's an astronaut and he gets stuck on Mars and he has to survive until they can get a rescue mission. But really heartfelt movie.
Yeah.
And the whole time I'm watching this, I'm like, it's not as, I'm like, it's not the space opera that Interstellar was.
Right. I've seen some people compare it to Interstellar as better. I'm like,
no.
Come on now.
Interstellar is a 5-star movie. And there's something that just kind of prevents this from getting over that edge. And I think for people that aren't into space movies that watch this, they'll love it.
Yeah.
And they might say it's the best space movie they've watched because they haven't seen a lot. But there's just something about Interstellar that just has the edge over this. And whether that's direction or tone, like I feel like there's some movies that, we complain about this with the Marvel movies. Too much humor being interjected takes away from the series.
Too much goofy humor.
And I got it. He's a goofy scientist that has, he thinks a little differently from your typical scientist and uses his humor to justify his decisions. But I feel like when there's a matters of such seriousness, like the jokes have to be toned down just a tad.
Better.
Yeah, or better. Yeah. But I mean, it's still a great movie. Feel good. I mean, I didn't shed any tears over this, like I did with Interstellar.
Yeah.
But I heard a lot of people like sniffling and gasping for air when they were crying during the movie. And it's just it's that feel good, like kind of start the summer off type movie, even though it came out way before summer.
Yeah. I liked it. I didn't like it as much as I'm like, I still haven't rated it. I want to watch it again.
I would love to watch it again.
I'm more like in the 3.5 to 4 category. And that's my problem is I don't, as a movie, it's got room for improvement. That's why something like Interstellar is better for me. But like, I think I feel like a lot of people are responding to like the positive message.
Yeah.
And it is a well-made movie. And they didn't use like a lot of CGI or something in this.
No, they did a lot of
effects and stuff like that.
They did a lot. I was looking at that, and the guy that was like head of photography or cinematography for it, they did a lot of tricks,
right?
Where they zoomed in on sets and stuff like that to kind of give you the illusion. And it's a beautiful looking movie.
It's a well made movie. There are things like you say. I'm glad you brought up Marvel because that's what it felt like. It felt like every kind of scene had one joke too many or one goofy joke too many.
Yeah.
And I wish they'd have cut back on that. It's a long movie. It's like a 2.5 hour movie. And I wish maybe they'd have found, they did cut some stuff out from the book, I guess, but I wish they'd have maybe streamlined it a little more. The character has amnesia, so a lot of his backstory is told in flashbacks. I wish maybe they'd have gotten rid of some of those in a way, but you need some of them to get the heart of the other characters.
I understood why they were doing that, but at the same time, I'm like, the movie could have just been rearranged a whole lot better.
Yeah. And so again, I had a good time with it. I like the content of the movie. I like Ryan Gosling.
By the way, the guy is on a massive roll.
The dude knows how to pick good projects.
Yeah.
Like somebody, there was like a big thing on TikTok where somebody said like he's like the best actor working, like better than Denzel. I was like, he's good, but he's not that good.
He's not there yet.
But like, and then some other people have called him boring. And I'm like, he's had a good like 10-year run, from like Drive, even movies like, Place Beyond the Pines wasn't a great movie, but it was him trying to do other stuff.
That was a good movie.
And so like, he's out here, even like Barbie, like he's out here picking cool projects.
The one underrated movie that just did not get enough credit was the one detective movie.
Oh, with Russell Crowe.
Yeah, with Russell Crowe. Like he was really good in that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, these people I don't know what they want out of Ryan.
Yeah. I liked it. Didn't love it as much as some people.
Yeah, and that's totally fair, and I get why you like. I've got the same complaints.
And I want to give it another watch, see how I feel about it.
The Nice Guys is that movie, by the way.
Nice Guys, yeah.
That was a good one.
He's like, well, he says to some girl in like the roller, he's like, God damn it, Susan, that's not what I'm saying, or something like that.
I mean, the guy like La La Land, Blade Runner,
2049, that was a good one.
Yeah, I mean, even movies that aren't as great, like The Fall Guy, they were still entertaining, and that was just a fun movie he did. Probably
The Gray Man.
Yeah. I mean, let's not forget he was in The Big Short. I mean, The Gray Man was great. He played Neil Armstrong in
First Man. Yeah,
First Man. Like the dude is on just unbelievable run. Only God Forgives. That was another great movie.
Yeah.
I mean, the dude just knows what to pick and when to pick it, I guess you could say. But yeah, I mean, I really liked it, and I did find myself Googling to see if merch was available to buy, and I did buy some PNGs of T-shirt designs that I'm going to print. But I really want the hacky sack Earth.
Oh yeah,
and nobody I guess they had a little bit of them, but they don't sell them.
Yeah.
They're sold out or something. But
I saw people buying like the popcorn buckets, the helmet, and all that.
Yeah, that stuff was cool. Yeah. But very entertaining movie, and I mean it's a beautiful movie, man. So I feel bad for people if they don't get to see it on the theater.
Yeah,
in the
there's
big
definitely
screen.
one to go see in the theater. You know, it's had the whole IMAX 70 millimeter treatment and all that.
Yeah,
and Alex, I wish it was a better movie. I get why people are responding to it, and it's kind of like we talked about with Artemis II earlier. Like it's nice to have a positive, optimistic message every now and again.
I was watching. I think it was like Neil deGrasse Tyson was being asked about it, and he was like, "What people don't understand," and this could be not him, could be another scientist, but I'm pretty sure it was him. And they were like, people don't understand how important these movies are. They inspire children,
right?
And children go into career paths based on this, their excitement over this and, the journey through space. And, we may have to have something like this one day.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was, that exploration of it was great. And I agree with him on that. Like, you need to inspire the next generation with movies like this. So I thought it was a good movie. I gave it 4.5 stars because it was a feel good movie, and I think it's a movie you can take everybody to watch, and they'll have a good time. And we need more movies like that. So
it felt like a blockbuster. Like
yeah,
we talked about movies from last year a lot recently, like Sinners and Weapons and One Battle, and those are all kind of like dealing with like racism and immigration and these kind of heavy issues. And this was like a sort of like a feel-good blockbuster. Like, I want to go.
That's what I'm saying. What I mentioned earlier, it feels like a summer blockbuster, but it came out.
Feels like an Apollo 13. Like,
yes.
This is like a big movie I want to go see in the theater with a lot of people.
I can't recommend it enough. And
it's not just, it's not just fluff. It's there's some real weight to the characters and their emotions and the thing they're going through. And Ryan Gosling does a good job with all that.
And even the people that are in those scenes are really well casted, and I mean, there's just great acting all the way around in the movie.
Who was there's the scenes early on where he gets brought onto the project, and he's got like his bodyguard that he's having fun with, and they go to Lowe's and they got to buy all this stuff to do this science project with.
Yeah,
and it's just all the actors are good.
That guy is from The Bear. He's the dessert chef.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So yeah, he's been in some stuff. He's good.
Yeah.
He's good. And it was nice to see him in another role.
Yeah.
So, I mean, even the chick that runs it and all the scientists and stuff, like there's so many good moments in that movie. Like the whole, whoop, there it is. But Rob's like, what are they talking about?
I gotta poop.
So did you read the book at all?
I haven't read the book yet.
I want to read it. I didn't have.
I like The Martian. The Martian came out 15 years ago, the book. I was in like a reading slump, and that kind of got me back into reading more regularly.
I hear he's writing another book too.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Another sci-fi.
He for a while he was supposed to be working on like a TV show set at NASA, and I guess it didn't go anywhere.
So here's the numbers that Project Hail Mary has done. Worldwide, it's done $510,657,974. Domestic, it's done $256,657,974. International, it's done $254 million. So it's equal on both sides there.
Doing good.
Yeah, that's a good movie. Those are good numbers for movies. That's what they want.
Yeah.
2 hours and 36 minutes for our little runtime Rob over there.
Yeah, and that's what, like I say, one of my problems is that there is a little bit of a pacing issue for me.
Yes,
and you kind of feel it with the flashbacks and everything. So again, I think there's a better movie in there somewhere.
Yeah, I really feel like they could tighten that up 15 minutes or so and still have a great movie. But the not to spoil anything, I think most people know he finds a rock alien or whatever.
Right.
But the friendship they form and how important they both see each other, to that both of their species or races survive, and they both fight for each other in the movie. And it's really gets you right in the feels.
Yeah, it's nice, when aliens aren't always the bad guy, just like in Interstellar, where the robots, the robots don't turn on the humans; they're working with them. And
the alien is almost in a similar situation with him, where it just doesn't know what to do, and they both kind of help each other, and it's really cool.
Yeah.
So, just a really good feel good movie. I can't recommend it enough. If you haven't seen it yet, it looks like it's still in theaters.
I think, even though like Mario's come out now and all that.
Yeah, so you may not get an IMAX ticket, but it's worth going and watching on a big screen.
Yeah,
getting that bucket of popcorn and just having a great fucking time. This is what movies are. Going to the movies is all about.
It looks like it made its money back too, because I think it budgeted out at $248. So
it's made its money back. It's a success, as they would say. But that's all we have for you on this episode. Anything anybody want to say before we get off here? You want to warn people about GLP-1s and what they do to you?
Take your vitamins. That's about it.
Rob's like, exercise when you're a kid so you're not fat like us.
Yeah.
And have to take GLP-1s.
Just watch your family tree and make sure you're going to get diabetes or not.
Yeah. Anything?
Nope. Watch some movies. I think we didn't really talk about it here, but Tales from the Crypt, the TV series, is coming to Shudder.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Starting in May. And I guess it looks like they're going to release like a season a week for 7 weeks, the 7 seasons. And I was thinking we might do like an ongoing series, like we'll watch a season and then talk about like our favorite episodes from it or something.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah. That'd be a nice thing to do.
Just kind of run. I think each season only has like 10 or 13 episodes or something. So we could run through them and just talk about our favorites and all that. So we might be doing that. So if you want to enjoy that, you can check out that when it comes on Shudder if you got it.
Sounds good. All right. Call to action, as always, share the show with one person from there. Make sure you're liking the videos, especially on YouTube and TikTok. Leave a comment. Tell us what you disliked or liked, or if you agreed, disagreed. We are open to all commentary, and this, that kind of helps get circulated in other people's algorithms. When you like it, and they say, oh, you like this, let's push it to what people that have similar tastes do. Yeah. So, as always, keep it sleazy.
Thanks for listening to the Sleazy Podcast. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and remember, listen to Sleazy.